And we are live now. Sorry about that. Apologies about being so late with regards to my stream here. Um, so yeah, we're gonna continue playing some Horizon Zero Dawn, and we're gonna be doing a little bit of drinking here, some Jameson. Maybe I'll finish the rest of this. Maybe I won't. Who knows? Um, anyways, I figured we'd go ahead and do a little bit of drinking session here, and sort of do a casual play rather than anything else, real quick. So yeah, I usually start off with about 3 shots, and then we'll go from there. Um, I'm gonna be doing Demon Hunter right after this, so hopefully we'll do it good. And unfortunately, the very long stream I had for some reason won't open up in my video editor. Don't know why that is. Got to figure out what's going on with the codec that it's actually attached to. Apparently, it's attached. Apparently, for some reason, my downloader ended up downloading it with a QuickTime codec. Not too sure why that is. Maybe YouTube attached it to it. Another way. Let's begin here, shall we? So yeah, I usually start off with about 3 shots, just to get myself right and tipsy real quick. And then about half an hour, I take another 2. And then another half an hour, I take another 2. So let's go ahead and do that, shall we?
Like a friendly face after a long day's work.
Before we begin off on here, I want to explore a little bit of the city here. See a little bit more of it, because apparently there's a specific spot in there which changes depending on the time of day you actually come into the scene. So yeah. Oh, that's interesting there. Did not know that. When did this happen? And can you give me the story there, Autistic Beaver? I would greatly appreciate to read it. Just kind of curious why you're bringing that up specifically.
I miss Main Street. Charcoal smoke from a dozen.
So let me up the volume here. Let's go and investigate the crime scene real quick. Just to be certain. Just to see where we'd have to go from here.
Any news about my stolen sword?
Not yet. I'll see what I can do about the robbery.
What, am I supposed to go through the window here?
Drops of blood leading away.
Fine goods for a fair price.
Okay.
Buy what you need, leave the rest.
We'll do this little quest here, because I feel like this isn't gonna be going far.
More blood. I'm still on the trail. Still more blood. The thief got cut pretty bad. The trail ends here. But someone must have seen the thief.
The longer we stay here.
Okay then. Alright. Where is this? I'll look for the story then, if that's the case. Hold on. Yeah, I didn't see it on my end, so let's see if I can bring it up here. Toys R Us. Living in wall, surviving off of baby food. Ah, here we go. 2005 is when this happened. Escaped robber returns to annals of weird crime. Cops say roofman lived large in store. Hmm. Hold on, let's bring this up here real quick. Yeah, I've got to go ahead and change this over here real quick. I've got to. Hold on. Figure out about changing this real quick. Hold on. Isn't there an ability to be able to simply just revert this back to default? Should be a default option here. Whatever. Alright, there we go. Hmm. Oh wait, hold on. There we go. There we go. That's better. Trying to get this fully put up here. Hold on. There we go. Okay. I don't move these around too often, so I'm not exactly too used to them showing up in this fashion. Hold on for a second. Let me bring this down to here. Alright, desktop capture, game capture, okay. There we go. Yeah, no. I found the story. I'm just sort of messing around with my settings here. Here we go. Okay. So yeah, escaped robber returns to annals of weird crime. Cops say roofman lived large in store. The slick as fry oil robber's roofman, a former army reservist in Concord who drilled and dropped into fast food joints from the Bay Area to Massachusetts, is back behind bars with another whopper of a saga. His downfall this time? A woman. Okay, that's That's an interesting phrasing. 2005. I guess it makes sense that they would phrase it that way. By day, Jeffrey Manchester spent his 6 months in the Lamb as his generous church-going volunteer known as John, who gave toys to kids and told his girlfriend and church congregation that he had a secret government job. Police said. At night, he was a fugitive hiding and playing in a Toys R Us, making his lair a cubby hole in the bicycle display, racing control cars on the roof after hours and riding bikes out around the store for exercise, said Sergeant Catherine Hmm. I mean, other than using like already private property that's been sort of put forth by Toys R Us, I don't see any reason why this guy should have been arrested. Maybe just like, I mean, yeah. Just out of curiosity, why are you bringing this up, Autistic Beaver? Is there a reason in particular? Do you know this guy at all, or is there something else going on there?
The more it'll feel like home.
You'll regret not stopping when you're in the thick of it.
Excuse me, Outlander? I'm looking for Banuk
Only the
artifacts.
finest goods here. See for yourself.
Did someone run past here, holding a sword?
Sure did. He grabbed some linen off the stand here and took off.
It
down
is
the
kind of
stairs
funny, I
behind you.
guess.
He was bleeding, so maybe he needed a binding. Blast it! That was expensive cloth. I can't believe I paid for that thief's bandage.
Good to see you. Only the finest goods here. See for yourself.
Wish I could capture this moment.
It's an honor to serve the Sun King.
If the thief came this way, there's only one way he could have gone. Forward.
I hated the war. I have family who fled to Sunfall. I hope this
No sign of the thief. Someone must have seen him go by. Did you see anyone run through here? He would have been holding a sword.
Yeah, almost crashed into me too. He ran down the parapet here and went down the lift. No way you'll catch him now. I didn't see a sword though.
He wasn't carrying anything.
Not a damn thing. Just ran like his ass was on fire.
The thief must have ditched
I
the
gotta
scene.
say, I love that little eyeline there, I suppose.
Maybe he had help. That merchant stall would have been a convenient drop-off.
Oh. Yeah, she probably freaked the fuck out and like understood what was going on there and also like informed the authorities. Yeah, sure.
From day to day.
Yeah, I can kind of see what that was going on there. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, out of all the things that this is, it's pretty good graphics. I mean, it probably helps to have an upgraded graphics card in a sense, but you know, got a 360 and 1070 that I normally have.
Buy what you need, leave the rest.
It looks like the thief got away, but without the sword. I thought maybe he dropped it off somewhere. Like here, for instance?
What? No. I had nothing to do with this.
I guess we'll see when I get the city guard to toss your stall and question your customers.
Hold on. There's more to this. You've got a reputation for shining light in the darkness, so I know you'll listen. You're right. The sword was passed to me, and I passed it on to someone else. It's going to be sold, but not for profit. The shards will go to people in need.
You expect me to believe that?
I can prove it. Meet my friends at the watermill in the lower village. They'll explain everything. If they don't convince you, come right back with the guards. I'm not going anywhere.
It wouldn't matter if you did. I'd find you. But all right. I'll check out the watermill. Okay. Guess I should go to this watermill then to find out what's going on.
Yeah. Out of everything else that's sort of on here, I have to say, it's pretty interesting to see how things have sort of progressed with this game. it's always interesting to see certain things progress the way in which they have. It would appear that much of this game started out as sort of small, very intimate, sort of story of Aloy herself, with Aloy herself being the primary focus, and eventually it sort of blossomed out into this bigger world here. So yeah. By the way, I got my camera set up. For some reason, the battery I've got for my camera just decided to go ahead and take a nosedive. So I might have to get a new battery for my camera. Not too sure. I plan on doing segments with the camera, but unfortunately my chair ended up breaking in the back. It's still usable, as you can see here. It's just that I can't really turn this way to be able to address this camera to do some of my segments here. Because when I plan on doing my segments, I plan on turning to my camera off to the side, which can help capture me while I'm doing my rather, addressing my segments. I might also end up doing having a recording while I have debates on here, because I do plan on doing debates, discussions with other people who might necessarily want to dispute some of the things that I've sort of put forth, if you would.
Take a look at these wares. Metal bot here, good prices, fair prices.
Fairest prices for machine parts under the mesa. No tithes to the Sun Court, not like those greedy snarls upside.
She's not interested in taxes.
I know what she's not interested in. As I was saying, no better offer for snap maw lenses. I'd give my oath on it.
By the sun, don't start spitting in your palm. Huntress, I apologize on behalf of my partner. Silent partner.
Silent partner?
If the sun would only grant my prayers. Never mind snap maw lenses, Huntress. There's no market for those. A long leg lens, though, you'd be well rewarded for.
So which,
No market for a snap maw lens is good, strong stuff. You can hammer it into anything.
Where do you think we are? Some trading post with sawdust on the floor? This is Meridian. We have culture.
I know culture. Just the other day I was watching the hunting trials.
Oh, great sun, lend me the strength of midday.
The sun's baked your head if you think we'll shift long leg lenses at a time like this.
This is like the perfect representation between rural southern rednecks or rural rednecks or mountaineering rednecks and fucking city folk. Holy Christ. Perfect. Perfect presentation.
Hello?
I've told you as many times as the spire is tall, craft and artisanship is who we are.
Craft doesn't win a war or keep the machines from your farms. What you need is good, old-fashioned, plain...
Oh, yes. Old-fashioned, plain hammered work. If ever something glittered, you'd throw it back.
If Karja had built that elevator, they would have stopped at a good-looking shaft.
All those years of delving, and you never found a sense of humor.
Enough!
Well?
They're a blunt people, the Nora.
Why do you two even work together if you can't agree on anything?
It's a symbolic gesture.
No tithes to the Sun Court, like I said in the beginning, Renine.
Just tell me which part you want.
A long leg lens.
A snap maw lens.
Fine. I can see that you're busy.
Wait. You drove her off. Snap maw lens. What do you say?
I drove her off. That's rich. Listen, Huntress, long leg lens.
Hunters, scroungers, bring us your medal.
I'll get both. I'll see about getting both either way. So yeah. There we go. Go to the watermill.
Scroungers? What kind of brutes are you trying to attract?
We were agreed. I do the calling, you do the counting.
I wouldn't say agreed.
That was. I gotta say, these two characters are fucking love them. They're like the perfect. They're like the perfect antithesis. Or like the perfect pair, rather.
My family might still be alive, and you're going to stand here and do nothing?
We've lost a dozen patrols beyond the valley. Our orders are clear. No more.
Tell me what happened to your family. Maybe I can help.
By the sun, I fear they are all dead by now. I barely escaped alive. Machines. Vicious machines attacked my family's estate. Father sent me to get help.
Tell me more about the estate.
My father owns a dozen quarries, and he's put his spoils into the estate. Fine tapestries, custom woodwork, silver fixtures.
But what about the people there?
Of course. Their lives are all that matter. My father and sister, plus a dozen guards and servants. I hope they survived.
What kind of machines? Where did they come from?
A Ravager. By the sun, how it cut down those guards, and a pack of watchers came with it. The Sun King warned us that he could no longer protect freeholds beyond the valley, but Father never saw this coming.
I'll see what I can do about the estate.
You will? Oh, thank you. Oh, please, be careful. Those machines are deadly.
Alright. We'll go ahead and do that one first, sir. And then we'll go ahead and go over to... after we get this guy's little sword here. Ah, those things just upend themselves. They're not very well made, it looks like. Oh, by the way, I had a little bit of a interaction on Discord I'm going to tell you all about
Said he lost another caravan to machines last week.
in a moment.
My wages.
So, you know.
Again.
So, yeah. It's really funny. I'll even show you guys the little interaction there.
I was told to expect you, Aloy. I suppose you want answers. Well, it's not complicated. We collect valuable objects from people who don't need them, sell them for shards, and use the money to help the needy at Sunfall.
You mean you steal?
If you want to call it that. From hogs who've had their turn at the trough for generations.
Ravon didn't seem like a hog to me.
He stinks just like the rest of them, of wealth and contentment, while people beneath him suffer.
Who exactly gets the shards at Sunfall?
Not the bastards in the fortress. We use the shards to make sure the poor in Shadowside get to eat, or bandage their wounds. They only went west because they had to. Trust me, I know. My wife was chained up with a bunch of servants and herded with them. They starved to death, still bound together.
I'm sorry.
So am
What's
I.
up with her hair there for a second? What the fuck? Her hair just defied like physics for a second, real quick. There it is again. No, I'm just kidding. It's the wind, obviously.
Where's the sword now?
Safe. I haven't sold it yet.
What do you expect me to do now? Walk away?
I was hoping you'd help us. They say you can track like a stalker. Well, my partner Nassan disappeared near the branded shore. He was bound for Sunfall, along with an entire shipment of food. If you found that, you'd be helping a lot of people.
I'll consider it. But only if you return the sword to Ravon.
I knew you were gonna say that. Fine, I'll return the damn blade. Nassan was supposed to meet his contact at an old campfire on the fork near the branded shore. Start looking there. But be careful. Lots of machines out there, and lots of Shadow Karja. And not the needy kind, but they're tormentors.
Don't ask me where to go if you're lost. I'm a guard, not the town crier.
Okay, so a little bit of an interaction that happened with me recently. Really funny shit, by the way. Let me see here. Let me go and bring it up here. Now, for those of you who don't know, I'm actually a member of Mandalore's community. And, you know, anyone who subscribed to me should definitely subscribe to Mandalore. In fact, let me bring up his channel real quick. He's a great guy. He's a great channel for the lore of Star Wars. He's basically what I would call a lore master. Hold on. Let me just go ahead and bring up there we go. Here's his channel. And he's got a great Discord for the record. I would recommend anyone who subscribed to me, go ahead and join the Discord. It's got all kinds of Star Wars stuff. It's a Star Wars related Discord. We always talk Star Wars and we always engage in Star Wars related things and whatnot. But anyways, suffice to say, in the Disney canon section, which he like relegates canon Disney discussions over to things that are very oh wow, didn't expect that. Okay. Anyways, I'm not trying to start trouble here anyways. I'm just trying to point out why it is a little bit of an interaction I had, which was pretty funny here. As you can see, there was a bit of a little thing here when which some people said that they're like, oh, Pablo is full on Antifa now and whatnot. You know, for those of you who don't know, Pablo Hidalgo, he's the individual who more or less decided to go ahead and bully Star Wars Theory simply for having the reaction that he did in at the end of season 2 of The Mandalorian. And for those of you who don't know, season 2 of The Mandalorian had the reveal of Luke in there, as we should have him. In other words, in the way in which we used to know him. And it was a very emotional moment for Star Wars theory. And I don't blame him for having that kind of reaction. I honestly think it's a little bit much. All that and whatnot. But yeah, anyways, the Monitor, who is like also went by the name of Ordo here, ended up basically saying that Pablo is basically full on Antifa now, as if that's like really says anything about him. And I just pointed out that I'm in favor of Antifa as well. I don't think that specifically is a factor worth considering. And someone says, you know, Queen Diclonius, who's a guy I get along with fairly well. He's pretty lefty, like kind of like me in a sense, but not necessarily all the way like me. But he mostly like supports everything that I support in terms of like unionization and whatnot. being full on economically progressive, being accepting of other particular groups here and there, that kind of stuff. But anyways, I said that true, it's fairly nuanced. There is a lot of people in Antifa who are dipshits that just want an excuse to break stuff in rich neighborhoods without any regard to the fact that they might be targeting middle class people. The thing is, the things I'm for in that regard are general anti-fascist activists just showing up to counter-protest fascist demonstrations and whatnot. I just simply said that, and he made the reference onto how he's like full-on activist, as a moderate, he's a full-on activist, which like I can agree for the most part. And then he started saying, and then stuff sort of escalated from there when she says that hopefully when Elon takes over Twitter, he'll get the far right left, he'll get the far left to shout up a bit. And I'll just say, and I just pointed out how, and I just asked, are you advocating the censorship of lefties just because you're pissed off at Star Wars? Weird. Either way, Elon is trying to back out of the Twitter deal, and it seems like it was all in an effort to get rid of some toxic assets of his on Tesla until he realized he couldn't pay for the stocks, that kind of stuff. And I just called him a robber baron wannabe. And he started talking about how he wants conservatives to stop being censored, and I pointed out how they aren't being censored. They just need to stop violating TRS guidelines. That's all. I've criticized the rabid woke scold groups there before and never get canceled. Lefties are going after the SJW stereotypes all the time and never get censored. The only thing that happens there is a mob of idiots that might ratio you, and that's it. Which is true. That's basically what happens with Twitter. I mean, pretty much that's all that happens really on Twitter. So yeah. Anyways, as you can see here, his reaction was a little bit uncalled for. Um, and I also pointed out saying that, oh, saying that I've looked into the whole situation. It isn't anything other than conservatives consistently breaking TOS rules and getting banned for it and then crying about it. For me, I don't see any reason to give such a narrative of conservative censorship online any time of day when you have massive figures like Ben Shapiro and his Daily Wire, hosts like on Fox News, and a cadre of really big conservatives still on Twitter spouting nonsense about lefties that aren't true, spreading transphobia online, and even going so far as to spout off grade replacement theory nonsense 24/7. Sorry, but there isn't much to be had about that. I don't need to take seriously, which I don't. I really don't. And I just wanted to say this and give a peace of mind, that kind of stuff. And then he started talking about this or whatever. And I decided I changed the topic a little bit here and there. Things got a little bit out of hand here, and they said that no politics or whatever. I somewhat bandy about it a little bit longer than I should have, I suppose, and I decided to go ahead and bring it over to DMs. Now this is where the real fun starts, by the way. So yeah, I refer to the American Psychological Association, pointing out how trans people are not mentally ill, and he says that these organizations are paid billions to spread those lies. You can't tell me that a man who thinks a woman trapped in a man's body isn't a mental illness. You've been brainwashed by the left. And I succinctly point out my particular stance on this particular issue, which you probably have seen me being interviewed on. If you haven't, just check out the interview. It's actually in a playlist I have called just me, just me. Just hold on for a second. Let me go and bring up the playlist. In fact, let's see here. Videos while I am in them. Yeah, this is the one I'm talking about here. So yeah, if you go to this video, there's like a little bit of a interview on me talking to someone who I think might be a little bit transphobic, but I'm not entirely too sure. I didn't want to push back on that since I don't really know his particular views on this particular part, since I was being the one that interviewed him. I figured that would be more prudent if I would answer the questions, or I would interact with things that he is saying rather than me trying to poke and prod at him, more or less, because I didn't think that was prudent. But anyways, Yeah. And yeah, I was in Occupy Sacramento. It's fairly simple. Um, but yeah, it's like I just point out how that issue is a little bit more complicated than anything like that. I point out how about accepting identities, and well, you can basically see what sort of happened here. I at no point did I decide to attack him. At no point did I decided to go ahead and like be demeaning towards him. I just addressed him in a matter of fact fashion, trying to point out why it is that he's wrong on certain things and whatnot, and why it is I don't necessarily agree with what he's talking about here. And then he's just like, and then eventually he starts accusing me of being progressive just to like convert the entire group, which is fucking ridiculous in all honesty. Not only am I not progressive in order to actually convert other people. The reason why I'm progressive is because of the guy that's actually like my profile pic here, Teddy Roosevelt. He's the reason why it is progressive. Ever since I heard about workers' rights and understood what they were, it became very apparent to me where it is I should fall on this particular line, why it is I should be a part of the progressive side, and that's because of workers' rights. You know, workers' rights to me are sacrosanct. You can't really violate or be against workers' rights to me without being a shitbag. And the reason why that is because, well, being against workers' rights is fundamentally being against human rights. So yeah, just a funny interaction. I thought you guys might be amused at. Very weird, the type of people you find on the internet. So yeah. Rachel inheritance. Go to Brandeman's family estate. Okay. Let's go and go there since it's the closest there. Let me take off chat there since no one's really talking. Oh, my bad. Okay, that's a fire cone. Okay.
This must be Ronamon's family estate.
There
What
we
made these
go.
machines attack without warning? I need to get in there and look at that thing.
Hey Sean, I'm streaming just so you know. I would have told you earlier, it just said you were playing the game, so.
Locked. There must be a way in. That device is sending out a signal. Could be what attracted the machines. Okay, that should cut the signal. But someone put this here to call in the machines and kill everyone on the estate. Unlocks from the inside.
Definitely some physics stuff going on there.
Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Oh, thank you. I didn't really believe anyone was coming for me. I think everyone else is dead.
I found a lure. I think someone might have put it here deliberately to draw in the machines. Did your father have enemies?
Oh no, Branniman, my brother. At first there was gambling, then stealing, then extortion. He swore vengeance when we kicked him out.
It was Ronamon who begged me to come. He needed the machines cleared out to claim the property.
That murderous snake. We can't let him...
Can't let me do what, sister? Claim my inheritance?
We shared a creche, murderer. Have you no honor?
Oh, I guess not. But I will have this estate. When you meet Father in the next life, tell him I'm enjoying his money. As for you, this little device will summon more machines. A lot easier than killing you myself.
Ha 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 ha. Oh man, should have known. Should have known that would have happened.
I've been seen.
Ah, great, these assholes. Good thing I decided to go ahead and good thing I kept this around.
Just go about your business.
I'm glad there are good people like you in the world. It helps to make up for scum like my brother. My father was always generous in his gratitude. A family tradition I would like to continue. Take this. I hope it will help you in your travels.
Hmm. Hmm. Alright, let's see what else we've got here. Let's get that metal flower. It's close by. And we'll also get this little guy here. And we'll go ahead and on over to the cauldron after we get that flower.
Keep that for later.
Anyone, help! Please get help!
Two arrows in the neck and she's still not dead. What the fuck?
May I have your attention just for a moment? Thank you. You know, I think you could use something like this. Enjoy.
Nice.
No room.
Hmm. Hmm. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and check out to see exactly what happened here. Oh yeah, not much happened. I may end up ending the chat early and stopping Horizon Zero Dawn for a little bit just to play a game for my, well, for Demon Hunter, because I was planning on doing a 3-hour stream, but I don't think I'll make it then. Hold on.
Just stay out of their way for now.
There we go. Sparker there. Okay, don't hit her. Oh, don't hit that, I should say. I was saying her because it has breasts and whatnot. But, yeah, don't hit that without... Well...
They're scanning for me.
Okay.
Rare part. That's it. I'm already gone.
Hmm. Oh, would you look at that? Hmm. Here we go.
Another signal.
I get why nobody really likes these birds now. Seriously? Like, I can't really get up there. There we go. Can I make any other... Oh, here we go. Here are the treasure boxes. So let's see here. Can I make any health potions? Nope, I guess not.
Definitely not scrap. Save these for the trail.
Just imagine doing that perfectly every fucking time. You can't, because there's no possible way to do that perfectly every fucking time. Eventually, one of these days, Aloy would be swatted on a fucking goddamn wall. Or on the floor, at the very least.
I must be closing in on the signal. Have to climb up to the tall neck's head.
God damn it. I'll have to clear these guys out.
safe. For 3 minutes, anyway. Damn. Made it. Now to climb up to its head.
God damn! These things, what the fuck are they doing? Are they seriously trying to guard it?
Good. Got the data.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get that metal flower there. And then we'll stop the game for right now, and we'll go ahead and start up on Chaos Gate Demon Hunter. Hold on for a second. Yeah, okay. So we'll go ahead and get this little flower, and then we'll stop right there for the moment, and then we'll start up Chaos Gate Demon Hunter in about an hour or so. Let's look at how many points we've got here. We've got 2 points here. Let's wait till we get a 3rd point. That way we can get fast reload.
Need them soon enough.
Seriously, it's firing on me, even though I'm like running away from it? Huh. Go and go around this one. Is this another bandit camp I've got to clear out? Okay, it looks like this is like on another side of a bandit camp then.
Away from home, far from the fight, and for what? A heap of brack.
The killers. What are they doing here? You can see them. They can't see you.
Ah, there's a flower there. Okay, let's go and get the flower now. And then we'll save and then we'll quit. Flower Mark 3, okay.
All right.
Alright. For a save point, we will quit. Now, hope you guys liked the stream. Sorry it wasn't as long as usual. I'm having a bit of an issue with my back here, as you might imagine. I think I'm developing some carpal tunnel, but that shouldn't be a problem there. Especially once I get my gamepad. So yeah, if you guys like the stream, let me know. Like and subscribe, all that stuff, and see y'all later. Later being